Yeah, let's start. Let's start, it's okay. Let's start, it's okay. So in this case, can you be here? So in this case here, we have maximize. Maximize P equals to X plus 4. Like you remember, I explained to you using graphical method. I explained using graphical method. That graphical method, you can also maximize and minimize graphical method. Remember now, right? Okay, you can minimize for graphical method, right? As well. Have you now? Yes. So we can also minimize for the simplex method. So using simplex method now, first thing you do is just a way whereby you just complete some calculation, find pivot elements, key row, divide, iterate, get new number, then finally you have a particular expression. So here, like this way. So first is you introduce slack variable. You can start to write empty slack variable. You can still introduce what slack, surplus, and artificial. Are we here?
Yes, sir.
So these are the first thing you do. You must write introduce, Windows and solve. Then introducing slack or entering slack or artificial or surplus variables. These are variables. Remember, they are these guys. So what do you do? You introduce surplus or artificial variable whenever you have negative here. You know that one used to change. But here, no need for that. So what we simply do is I write the equation back minus x plus 2y plus w1 is slack what? Variable 1 equals to what? 6. Second thing, 5x plus 4y. My w2 will not be here. It will be here. Here. When you pay attention, mind w2 equals to 40. So if it was to be 3, what will I do? I'll write w3 here, right? If it's 4, w4, blah blah blah. But if it's negative, I'm going to put mw. So, how do you mean this is negative here? I'll put what mw2, you understand? But since it's not, there's no negative, I'm not going to have w1, w2. So in this case here, and I introduce my words, objective function. So putting my objective function, I want to align the x together. Is there no making noise? My x and my y. So first thing you do, you want to maximize or minimize. You bring it to the other side, so it can be equal to what? 0. And this is the index row from the objective function. You don't use that to make noise. So that will be p minus x minus 4y equal to what? Can we auto? Yes. Equal to 0. So we have the index row. Then from that aspect, you draw the basis. The basis simplify the slack variables, the important thing, which are not just these constraints, but the slack variables, artificial and surplus variables. So in this case, we have basis. The basis I have first is just like you are trying to simultaneous this thing. Don't write, mark or anything. Drop it. So in this case here, if I look at this equation from this side, I'm going to have W1, W2, and what? P. If I remove the x and y. So I'm going to have W1, W2, and what? You understand? Now, if I look at it from here, I'm going to have what? X, y. I'm going to have what? W1, W2, C. If I look at it from here, I'll have what? X, y, W1, W2. Adding as another one here, I'll put it there. So this is B. You understand? So I'm going to have B here. Then the check is an addition, is its total summary of this constraint slack variable. So let's see. Minus 1 plus 2 plus 1. This one becomes this one, right? So we come. So how do you write this? First of all, you write W1. That is, I first of all look at it. Row. The column rather. So look at the column. W1, W2, P. That, you see what I'm explaining? Like that. Don't come and cram into. Then I look at this, I just write X, Y, W, and W2, blah, blah, blah. So what do you mean there is MW3 here? What will I put? MW before B, right? Are we on the same page?
Yes, sir.
Let me check that for you. Just check it. I don't say touch. So in this case here, I'm going to have this number stated. So how do I start? I have under X minus 1, 2, 1. That will be 0, I mean?
Yes.
So minus 1, 2, 1, 0 here, there's no W2 for 1. Then I'm gonna have my 6. Then divide together, I have 8. Next thing, my this I have what? 5, 4, 0, 1, right? I'm gonna have this 40. Divide it together, I'm gonna have 9, 10, 15. So my P, I have P separate. So under P, we have what? X is minus 1, minus 4, 0, 0. Divide together, I have what? Which is 5. So now, let me introduce to you key column and key row. Key column, first thing after this is, you get your pivot element. The pivot element is known or instituted in the key column. How do we get the pivot elements? Let me show you something. First of all, you need to understand, you need to find your highest negative entry. This highest negative entry, key column is the what? From the 30. So first of all, after doing this, after introducing slash variable, you go to your objective function, which is now your index row. Your index row there, you go there, then you now look at the highest negative value. Are you here? Your highest negative value in the index row is what? Minus 4. So it is that minus 4 that will give you the key column. So I'm going to circle it. Do you understand? I don't circle it from here, I circle it from what? Minus 4. Adding it is here. I'll circle it from 4. So after getting that, next thing I do is, since I got that, then how do I understand? How do I get my key row? Next, we pick the key column and key row. So after picking the key column, knowing is what? Minus, from knowing the highest negative, that means it's the key column. So I now want to get the key row. The key row will produce pivot elements. So to get the key row, I term this key row as a high. To get key row high, I will carry out a test by saying, or you can say by moving or by checking. By saying or by checking, any way you want. The smallest ratio. So by checking the smallest ratio value, that is the smallest value. You only obtain the word smallest value. So after I just okay, minus 4, key column. Next thing, since I have this key column, I'll begin to check from this B. So I will divide B divided by 2. That is, I'll be dividing it with this key column. 6 divided by 2, 3. 40 divided by 10, 4. What do I have? What do I have? 10. Can we go to? 10. 40 divided by 4. 10. 0 divided by minus 4. You minus math. 0 divided by minus 4 is what? 0. It's 0. Yeah. You understand that I did it even till I get to the last part, index row. So what will happen is that I will obtain my smallest value of surety, which is 6 minus divided by 2, 3, 14 divided by 4, 10, 0 divided by minus 4, 0. So here my lowest value is not 0, 0 is not 3. 3 is the lowest value. So that will give me the pivot. So I obtain the lowest ratio. That means it is what? Because it is 6 divided by 6, I give you what? Lowest, okay? How many it is this place now? Or it is here. That means I will circle here. Right? Yeah. But you can't be here. So you're either here or here. So if you say I'm going to circle, but in this case it's here. So this is my key row. Now my key row, I know my pivot element as what? Now, since I know my pivot element as 2, you see I got to my key column by doing what? Knowing the lowest, the highest negative value. The next thing, as you have is to obtain my key row, I first of all test. And when I test for the smallest ratio or check, I obtain 3, and I knew it is this 9. Yeah. So next thing is, so 2 is the pivot what? 2 is the pivot element. So since 2 is the pivot element, we're going to get a new value. Now to get a new value, because we will rearrange this thing, we write this table again and get a new value. That's why you must be good with calculation, and you're using your calculator. So look at that. New value because to old value. That means if I want to get 0, if I want to get this 1, it will be the old value minus the product of the corresponding entry in the main row and key column. So let's say example now, this is the main row. What is the main row here? W1 now? Is that not the main row? Look what stand up. So that is the main row. So let's say this is the main row. And I want to obtain 1 here. So what happens is that I will multiply the key column. That means what? The corresponding key column for 1 here is what? Right? 4. Abi now? Yes. That will be 4. Then I have this guy here. So I want to change this value now. So K will now be replaced. That means this value will now be replaced by saying it's now become this value minus A times. So in this case here, if I want to obtain the new value, so like I must buy the one in this main row times what? You understand now? This is 1. Mike, are you paying attention? Do right. So in order to obtain 40, what do I do? 6 times. Because it is the one, the key column for this line is here. And the main row is what? 6. That will be 40 minus 6 times 4. Do you understand? Like that. So next is now divide the main row by the pivot elements 2, which we're going to do. So I don't think you've written this right. Yeah, what's the question? Be fast, there's no time, be fast. What is it? The main row, where were you when I was explaining now? Which main row?
Main row, like when you say W2 or W1,
this is the main row. It's the one we obtained using pivot elements. That is the main row because it's the one we obtained the pivot elements. So everything is here now. That was the main row. That is the explanation for that. You don't understand? Where do you obtain the pivot elements?
on the key column. On the main row.
What do you obtain the pivot element?
On the main row.
It's not on W. It was on line W1, right? Yes. That is the main row because it's a key row now. If I obtain the pivot elements here, that means here will be the what? Main row. It's not as hard as explanation for that. There's no more. I believe you are written this right. You don't understand yet. Let me pause that. Beat. Alright. So now, like I was saying the other time, or like I said the other time, let's be here. We are now in a complex place. Take a calculator with you. Open your book, please, your book. Open your book. So here in this case now, pay attention. In this case here, you say next is after, the important thing is when you introduce your slack variable or you enter your word slack, surplus and artificial variable, like I said, what do you do next? You make it in the table, right? Basis, the constraints like that. Then after that, you do what? Get your key column by looking at the highest negative. What is it doing? I won't be able. I won't be able. So you find your highest negative value, which will give you your what? Key column. In this case, it's minus what? Can we talk?
Minus 4.
So minus 4. You draw your circle key column. Then you want to get our main row. How do you get that? You test first by looking at the key. You use your key to check. Yeah, 6 divided by 2, 40 divided by 4, 0 divided by minus 4. So b divided by 2, 6 divided by 2 give us 3. And that will give you 3, right? That is the smallest constraint, like I did that time. Right? Then that will give us the lowest value. So we pick that as our main row. Now, that row is not the main value. You don't have the main value inside. But that row is the main row. So you now get the main value. That is the next. So to get the main value, you now divide this row. So you can call this some main row. Divide this row by the pivot element. So I will divide, when I identify my what? Main row, and I want to get my main value. So I'll divide what? By the pivot element. What is the pivot element? 2, not 3. 3 is what? Remove that pen. 3 is what makes us get the what? Pivot element. So I'm going to divide minus 1 divided by 2. I will have minus 1 and what? 2. 2 divided by 2. 1. 1 divided by 2. Half. 0 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2. 3. If you had these things together, you have this. Or you just even do 8 divided by 2. 4. So if I had half plus half, we're going to have what? 1 plus 3, we're going to have what? 4. That gives us the main row with the main words value. Do you understand? Now this is a crucial point. Sit down right. It's a crucial point that you miss it, forget you are gone. Sincerely. So here I come again. The important thing is that after getting introducing your slash variables like that, next thing is what? You get your basis like that. Then after that you get your key column, key row. You're not getting private elements and main row. That is the important thing. So to not get that, you divide. After you get the main row, now you will not get new values. So I write the values back. This is fine. The values back there. So to get this value, see, I said note the main row is what remains unaltered. You will not alter this main row throughout your new value. So the ones that we are changing are this one, W2 and what? P. So to get my new 5, what do I do? It will become 5 will be replaced. This 5 will be replaced by what? 5 times. What is the key row? Main row is what? This, right? Yeah. That time I say the one in the main entry, don't forget. So and the key words. So what do I have? I'm going to replace this 5 by 5 minus. What is the key row now? That will be 5 minus what? Minus what? Where is the main row? The main value here is what? Half now. That time we keep what? 4 minus 4 right now. It's very simple now, see now. So like it, that will be 5 minus 5. 5 minus what? Minus 4 minus. Or you can say 5 minus half times what? 4. I decide to pick it left hand. I decide to pick this one on my right hand side because it's faster. So what do I do? Sharp. I just do like this. When you close it, left, right. Like right top, right, or left, right top. Left is here. Left, right. Is it? Left. So, or here, right what? Top. So I make it right top. What do I do? To change this 5, what do I do? Sharp. So if I want to change this one, what do I do? 0. So it be 4. What is minus 0? And can't be here. Can't be here is okay. Can't be here. What I just explain now? I want to change 5. What do you become? 4. 4 is the main row now. Yeah. It's not even not the main column, brother. So that will be 5 will be replaced by what? 4 times minus half. So that will be 5 minus 4 times minus half. That is minus that will be what? Minus 2. 5 minus minus 2, that will give you what? 5 plus 2, 7. But to replace this 4, what do I do? That will be 4 again. 4 minus 4 times 1 is here. That is 0. Please let's move on. We don't have time. 0 will be replaced by what? 4. Happy now? So 0 minus 4 times minus 1, I don't know minus 2. That will be minus 2. Where is it? 0. I don't write the remaining solution because time will go. So if I want to replace 1, what do I do? That will be what? Happy now? Yeah. So 4 times what? 0. I will say that 1 minus 0 now. Yeah. If I want to replace 40, what do I do? 40 minus. So in the exam, you don't have time. So what you do is just close it. You see what I'm doing? The way I reiterate this over and over is the way I expect to reiterate it. So I wrote 40. That is 40 minus 12. Math calculator, 40 minus 12 is what? 28. 50. 50 minus what? 16. You see what I'm doing it now? I don't take a calculator and start pressing. 16 minus 16. I mean 50 minus 16. 34. I come to the next one. What do I do? Since I got this value, I get this value, so I come again. Here we see what? Minus 4 times. That is minus and minus. Plus. Half, what you know from Mama? Half times 4. 2. Minus 1 times what? 2. Minus 1 minus 2, that's what? Minus 1 plus 2. Minus 1 minus 2, I minus. So I close the whole become minus 4 times, that is minus 1 minus, Abi now? Yes. Minus 1 minus 4. So you can't even sit down and do this. All you need to do is just close it. Look at it. Minus times minus. Plus. This will be 2. Minus 1 minus 2. Minus 3. Stand up and stay here. I will now stay there. You will come anytime. Next one, minus 4. So I want to replace minus 4. What will I have? That will be minus 4 minus. So it will be complex like that. If you are doing like that. So what you do is just close it. Close it first.
Yes, sir.
Don't say the first one.
Okay, sir.
The rows are the column and what you see. So what do you do? That what? In this case here, let me replicate this for you. I do like this. What I'm thinking is not minus 1. Minus and minus plus. Calm down. After is 4. 2. Minus 1 minus 2. Minus 3. 2. Yeah, I did not say minus 4. Let's see. Minus 4. Minus 4 times what? 1. Minus 4.
Yes.
So minus 4 minus minus 4 is minus 4 plus 4.
Yeah. 0.
So what should we say here? Value. I want to pick this one. Look at what I did again. Minus 2. 0 minus 2. That is 0 plus 2. Minus 4 times 3. Minus 12.
Times 0. Times 0.
No, it's 0. No.
If I pick 0, it's not what?
Okay.
I'm 0 now. Yeah, what do I have? Hey, if you 0, you should not answer 0. Have I not moved? Okay, because I did like this. 0. Okay, what is the next one? 0 man. So that's like 0. It's not 0. Stay here. I don't move. So yeah, for this one, what do I have?
Minus
12.
Yes.
So is that what? It's not 12. What do I have next?
16.
Don't make mistake. When you're in haste in the exam, you don't have time to be settling yourself and calm down and be thinking or doing some. No, you have to process it and you have to mandate your mind to come and process it like this. So I keep it. And it's once, that is important note. It's once. To manage I try to waste your time. I close it, I'm not in a rush. I know I'll meet up my time. Close this. Minus 16. You just multiply minus and minus 16. What do you have? 16. Minus 5 plus 16. Should we go solve it? Yes. I have my value. You know how many minutes you've spent? So the better, the faster. If you make one mistake, see you claim it, you not do it again. Because there are so many customers. Many customers. So after I get this now, another problem. We've not yet attained 0 here, so we can't stop. We've not yet attained 1. We've not yet gotten next and 1, so we can't stop. So what we do next is just, in this case again, I will now start afresh when I start this. So what will I do first when I start this? Highest negative. Abi now, what is the highest negative value? Minus what? 3. So here will be my what? Key column, right? Yes. Then what will be my row? How do I know my pivot element? Or how do I get my new row? You know, what do I do? That's why I said, okay, that is 3, minus 3, right? So I begin to divide. 4 divided by minus half. Check. So now let's see. Now in this case here, as I got this value, we put this value here. So getting this value here, we have minus half, 1, half, 0, blah blah. Now in this case as well, here we've gotten this value. So to get this these other values we have here, same thing you do is not recorded. So same thing you do as well is you come here. I have this as my key column, right? Yes. Then what will I do next? Abi now, I will check, right? Yes. So what do I check? First of all, 3. In this case, that is minus 3 divided by minus half. What do I have? It's because I write it here. If it's an exam, you know it's minus 6. So 3 divided by minus half, you solve it. That is 3 times 3 divided by minus half. 3 times 2. 3 divided by minus half to go up. That is 6 minus 6. Make sure you use this. So that is minus 6. So 8 divided by 7. 4. So minus 6, 4. You will neglect the negative parts. So that is out of the bar already. I wrote say you neglect the worst. Okay, I write say you neglect the negative part. So that one is out of the bar. 28 divided by 7. 4. 12 divided by minus 3 is out because there's negative. So you neglect the negative part. So what was the answer? 4. So 4 becomes our what? It points us. It points us towards know the pivot. So what will the pivot element now? W2, right? Right? Because it's only get what? 4. Since that the other ones are all negative, they are not even low, they are just negative. It's out. And maybe there is 3 that is lower now. Is that one? But this one is what? It's the only one that is there, and it's 4. So not because minus 6 is lower, because it has negative 6. You're gonna remove. So here we get here will be the key row. Then you now get main row and main. Though the key row will tell us the main row, you understand what I'm saying? So here is the key row. Now to not get the main row, what else we do? To get the main row like we did here now, you divide by the what? Pivot. What is the pivot element here now? It's not. You know what I'm saying now? Yeah. So in this case here, we come here, first of all get key row. My highest negative value. Oh, come on now, key row. Then I divide negative out. Negative out. 4 minus 4. I mean now out. So what will I do? This is the key row. And I want to get the main row. What will I do? I will divide by what? Pivot. I mean now. I'll divide by pivot element now. Now I'm 7 divided by 7. Is that divided by 7? Minus 7 divided by 7. That's like back. And that will start. Very sweet, very impressive. Sweet. Very. Alright, so in this case, let's be here. So in this case here, after I get this, what do I do again? Now, in this case, you will notice when you do it twice, you notice that, as it stopped. No. So you notice that the value of this x has changed. See, x is not changed here, but it's changed, and you notice that this W2 becomes 1. So you notice also that x W1 is minus half. We have minus half here. So in the table above, W1 is cancelled out because y has taken the value of what? Y has taken the value of what? X is not the one that has the 1. Y has not changed to what? You know y has become 1 here. Why did y become 1 here? Because we divided it also by what? 2 pivot element. So what is responsible for bringing the value for changing them is what? Pivot. So here, pivot element 7 divided by 7, we have 1. So in this case here, we have 1 here for the 2. 1 here, that means y will become what? W1. So W1 is cancelled out. And also, by the virtue of dividing by 7, we have this one too as what? W2, which change to what? X now, right? Can you understand what I'm saying? That's why this change to what? Y and X. Do you get it? So in this case as well, after getting your Bible, what do? You check your new var. So I get your new value, sharp, just sample your main. Oh, sorry. My main is this, main on altar. So I pick my key. What do you do? Sharp. I'm not going to touch this mirror, but I'm going to touch this, right? Have you now? Yes. So I start with this. Anytime, let me show you something. Let me tell you something. Anytime you see the first value, you see, anytime, let me show you something. Okay. I've not finished this. See, notice something. Now, when I do minus half, how do I do this? Minus half minus what? 1 times, have you now? Right? So that was it. Minus half and minus 1 times 3, go down. What is the main row here? The main row is this now, right? Yes. The key column is what? So what do we do? Minus half will be replaced by what? Is it correct? No. Hey, I did not talk. So what will it be? Minus half will be replaced by what? By this one, right? Times what? You know this is the key column now? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we are doing minus half, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah, this is the row, right? Yeah. This is the main row. This one, how do we get this guy? Or how do we get this guy? What we did first, So how do you get this guy? All this verse is just 5 minus. Pick the one on the right. I mean now 5 minus 4 times what? So what do I do for this one? I mean minus half minus what? You pick the first one first. You see this one on the left. 1 times minus. How do you know it's minus half you're going to pick? Because it's one of the words. Kikolum, right? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? Yes. Miwa. What is your second name? The second name? Manuel. Alright. So if I want to get this, I'm not going to alter this one. I will get this value. So what will it become? Just sharp like I said that time. Close it. You see, minus 3. Minus 3 times what? 1, right? I mean, I'm going to change this to the CD one on the kick, right? That will be minus 3. That will be minus 3. Minus what? Minus 3.
Minus 3 multiplied by 1.
Right? That will be 0. So I want to show you something. I said earlier that whenever you have a particular value itself to take another shape, you should give it 0. Let's note, I'll solve another question. On the final part, we'll give you 0. Let me show you something. So in this case here, I have 0. Now in this case, what do I do? Close it. Sharp, that be what? That be what now? This is the Romanian rule now, right? 1 times what?
Minus half.
Are you going to change 0? No. Can you see? Are you going to change 0? No. Yeah? What are you saying now? David, what? Are you okay? Which 0 will I change? Which 0? Down.
You will not change 0. 0 is on the.
Yeah, it's still on this thing now.
It's not the 0, but it's not the 0. I'll change either one. I'm talking about this now. We're not talking about the what. We're not going to touch the what. So let's go back to this. 1. So 1 will be what? The main rule, right? That will be 0 times or pick the one on the left. So what I designed is that you pick the kikolum first and multiply by the root to not get confused. Here, the kikolum is what? So I said multiply kikolum by what? Row. Simple. Kikolum by row. So if I want to change this 0 now, what do I do? 4 is the column. Times 0. If I want to change 5, what do I do? So if I want to do this, what do I have? Half of what? Have you now? If I want to change 11, what do I do? Is it this one? Put in silent, put in silent. Alright, so in this case here, I want to change the level. I said